So my friend Jake is really lazy, and yet he wants to be a doctor. I guess those things aren't necessarily incompatible. Maybe lazy people tend not to have realistic dreams as a default. He certainly didn't. He's been popping pills to do well on exams. It's helped his mental performance a bit, but from the sound of things, he's still struggling. Then one day, he came into our apartment, we're roommates, and said he aced his final exam. Very anatomy focused, very memory intensive. After some hesitation, I asked him how he managed, since he said he's still been struggling. Got a new prescription from the doc, Jake said, which was his nickname for the guy who peddled drugs. The doc was shady, and I only had one conversation with him. But my impression was he knew a recurring customer when he saw one, and would prey on Jake's low self-esteem until he could afford his dream luxury home or whatever. Of course, the doc seemed smarter than to place all of his monetary future on a guy who would probably be a bloody pulp in the next few weeks. I know that sounds mean, and Jake is my best friend, but after what I'm about to tell you, you'll think Jake has been lucky to make it this far. The following day when I saw him, he looked very shook up, like he had just seen a ghost. When I asked him what was wrong, he just turned his head from side to side. "You're gonna think this is really fucked up," Jake said, bringing one hefty arm onto the large kitchen table. I gasped as I noticed the pinky on his left hand was missing. "That's not all," Jake went on, turning over his right hand. The knuckle anchoring his index finger to his hand proper was gone. A bloody, mushy mess in its place. "What the hell happened to you?" I asked. Sad thing to say, this was not the first time that Jake had gotten himself into a lick of trouble. I think this is related to those pills I've been taking," Jake said, sounding almost hysterical. I took him up to my room, saying it was best he stay here until this is all sorted out. I asked him where to find the doc. He gave me directions, not really far from our apartment, and said to go gentle on the doc. Don't fuck with him, or he'll screw you like a jackhammer. I didn't really know what to say to that. I met the doc about an hour later, anxious to get this over with. I told him about Jake's situation and how to reverse it. The doc said the side effects would only be temporary, that Jake would regrow everything he had lost. Then he offered me my own bottle of pills. Said these were custom made for me. At first I just shook my head, thinking myself smarter than Jake. Then he said those pills would alleviate my anxiety. Worry too much? This can help. Why should I take these? Will I start losing my body parts too? Like I said, side effects are only temporary. So once I got home, I told Jake what the doc said, that he would regrow everything he had lost. Now, I've been on the pill for days, and while Jake has regrown his pinky and knuckle, I've lost my entire left hand. Had to type very slowly, and am missing an eye. I didn't take my pill this morning, but I keep losing parts.